Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the truth. We're going to be talking to you guys about a subject that I've mentioned a few times in a video, but haven't really just sat down and just let myself talk about what happened, why it happened, because it was a big change. Almost a year ago now. Not quite, but a while ago in July 2016, this channel went from being a daily Call of Duty channel which got like 1 million views per video to suddenly just not uploading at all for weeks out of nowhere. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know my focus shifted last year from Call of Duty to Pokemon Go for a substantial amount of time. And as you guys, as technically the biggest of the two channels that I run, I feel like I never really explained why it happened properly enough. And as a result, today, my friends, I'm going to talk you guys through it, all right? So first of all, I guess the first thing to say is sorry. I do owe you guys an apology. To go from doing videos daily on this channel, for all of you guys enjoy Call of Duty, including myself, to just suddenly not, it's a big change, right? It is a big change. So jumping back to July last year, at the beginning of the month, this channel was really popping off, and Black Ops 3 was an amazing game for me. I absolutely loved it. You guys loved it, and I built the channel up to a position I never thought I'd be able to, where every single video I was uploading every single day was getting close to 1 million, if not more than 1 million views per video. And that, as a YouTuber, is just an unreal target to hit every single day. As a person that's been watching Call of Duty videos since the community began, where if you got 1,000 views in a video, you were doing absolutely amazing, to being the biggest channel, I was so happy. I was so happy, and you guys were amazing. So supportive of all my videos. And then July the 6th, oh my, that is a lot of people. And then, out of nowhere, no one expected it at all, July the 6th, 2016, Pokemon Go came out, and the world, wow, that was kind of a quad feed, but completely split up. What was that, Ali? Now, I say Pokemon Go came out on July the 6th. It actually didn't come out here in the UK on July the 6th. It only came out in Australia. I can't explain or tell you why. I guess they just decided that Australia would be a good country to roll it out in first. And as a result, that meant that I technically couldn't play it. You guys technically couldn't play it. But I went out of my way to download the app because I would have been so excited for the release of this game. Like, I've been waiting every single day ever since it was announced for the game to come out. And now that it was finally here, I was like, hey, I'll give it a go. Why not make a video on it? So on that first day, I spent the whole day going out and about, vlogging my first day's experience of the game. And bearing in mind, this game wasn't huge back then. It couldn't be huge. It was only out in like one country. Like, no one really knew if it was going to be a good game or not. I just was excited to play it. And I put out that first video on the first day, came home after vlogging all day, uploaded the video. It did okay when it first went out. Like, it wasn't that special. But it was when I woke up in the morning and I saw that the video was doing seriously well. That was at that point I was like, oh my god, this game, like, people are really into it. The funny thing was, months and months before Pokemon Go came out, I'd actually put out like a jokey tweet saying that when Pokemon Go's released, I'm going to completely lose my life to it and be consumed by this app. Little did I know that I was so accurate in that statement, that is literally what happened. I'd even predicted the future. And I was in a very fortunate position where my second channel, More Ali, had really set up for Pokemon Go videos without even like doing it on purpose, because I had done a lot of vlogs on that channel, and I'd actually done a lot of Pokemon videos like Pokemon card unboxings, playing little Pokemon mini games, playing the Pixelmon mod for Minecraft. So if you follow my More Ali channel at the time, the idea of going out and about vlogging Pokemon Go was like the perfect fit for the channel. It couldn't have come at a better time. And it got to a point with Pokemon Go where it didn't matter if you like Pokemon or not. If you were a gaming YouTuber, you should be making Pokemon Go videos just because they got a lot of views. And as you guys have just heard from my story, I didn't do it just because it got a lot of views. I did it because I was excited for it, and I had been excited for it for a long time. So I was addicted to Pokemon Go, and who wasn't at the time? You were catching Pokemon in real life. It was encompassing everyone. My mum started playing it. I was playing it because I loved Pokemon when I was a kid. Kids that didn't even play much Pokemon were getting into it. Every person and their parent and their grandparent were playing Pokemon Go. As I said, my videos didn't initially do like crazy well. It picked up over time. They say it took about a week or so before things went absolutely nuts. And in that first week, I actually managed to become the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel in the space of 24 hours and held that position for a good 3 or 4 days, which is nuts. I've done it before. I think I was #2 most subscribed in 24 hours when Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out. I think I was just beaten by Rihanna or someone's Vivo page. I don't know who they were, but I was annoyed at them, that's for sure. So to suddenly see this growth from a Pokemon game, like, I was like, this is absolutely nuts. And for the rest of July, that success and growth continued to the point where once all of the sub-growth gains and statistics had come in for the end of July, I actually sat at a #2 most subscribed spot for that month, only just behind PewDiePie. It was crazy, guys. Now, as a YouTuber, as a Call of Duty YouTuber predominantly, I was used to seeing crazy views and crazy growth when a Call of Duty came out. And when Black Ops 3 came out, I genuinely thought it was going to be my best ever release month for a game. I think I aimed for 100 million views. I didn't quite manage it. I think I got about 70 or 80. And then suddenly, out of absolutely nowhere, this game called Pokemon Go comes out, and I actually managed to get 100 million views in that July month, and it was just insane. But the biggest thing for this game was actually the freedom that it gave me. I've been tied to this gaming chair and tied to waking up every single day and playing Call of Duty, and it was playing Call of Duty for hours and hours. I didn't mind. Like, I love Call of Duty, don't get me wrong, but I was playing for hours and hours, but only for a few minutes of great gameplay. That was my goal. Every time I turned on the game Call of Duty, I was playing for that single gameplay, that objective that I'd set out for. But with Pokemon Go, I didn't have to sit in this chair. I could get out and about. I could pick up my vlogging camera. I could explore new places, and the number of new places that Claire and I found whilst walking Eevee, and the parks we found that had great Pokemon spawns just for videos was insane, and it was just this really nice breath of fresh air as a YouTube maker. In fact, I remember very close to the release of Pokemon Go, we got offered to go to Iceland, an amazing, amazing place. We visited the Blue Lagoon. If I'd gone there and I was only making Call of Duty videos, then I would have been stressing very hard before leaving, because I'd know that I'd have to make a lot of COD videos before I went, and when I got there wasn't too much I could do apart from just try and vlog everything that was going on. But then, would you guys be interested in it? However, with Pokemon Go, I could merge that travel time and that amazing location with Pokemon Go, and as a result, like, it was just the perfect combination of this freedom to travel around the world and make videos that I was absolutely loving. Now, I've literally just been sat here rambling about Pokemon Go. There's so much to say about it. It's honestly such a crazy period of my life. But at the same time, and it can't be forgotten, I had you guys, and I had my Call of Duty channel, which was just sitting there. And the main reason that I wasn't making videos on my channel wasn't because I didn't like Black Ops 3. You guys know I love Black Ops 3. But if I was to divide up a day for you, a day in the life of Ali during Pokemon Go, that day was wake up, work out where some good spawn spots were for new Pokemon I hadn't caught yet, and I was driving to location, probably about 45 minutes to an hour most days, then traveling back again. I'd say filming took minimum 4 or 5 hours to wrap up an episode, coming home, then converting all the files off my iPhone, getting all the files off my vlogging camera, editing it together, mixing music together, making a thumbnail, and the thumbnails were taking literally hours every day to perfect as well. And as a result, it got to a point where I was up till every single day during the first few weeks of Pokemon Go, 4 or 5 a.m. just to get out that daily Pokemon video, and it was just so time consuming. As a result, the impact on this channel was quite obvious. You can work it out, and I'm sure you guys know. It meant that there weren't videos on this channel for sometimes weeks at a time. And as I said, I was a daily Call of Duty channel, so to suddenly do that from getting millions of views a day, like, what was I doing? What was I doing to you guys? Why was I not making videos? That just didn't seem right at all. It honestly felt like a bit like the Matrix, where, you know, you get offered the blue or the red pill. Which one do you do? Do you go even deeper into the wormhole? I accept it was a little bit different. It was more like, you have X amount of hours in the day. Do you want to focus on this Pokemon Go thing that's doing so well? Or do you want to go back to Call of Duty, and as a result, your Pokemon channel will suffer, and you won't be able to keep up the daily consistency and the demand, literally the demand, I can say, for you guys wanting Pokemon Go videos. I had a choice to make, and it was such a hard one. I ultimately decided we just put all my time and effort into Pokemon Go, and while my channel was doing the best it had ever done, like ever, it was the right thing to do to focus on that and make sure that all of my time and effort was going into the thing that was doing best for me right now. As a result, it meant that my Call of Duty channel, I could almost feel it like sand slipping through my fingers. I just had to watch as slowly people got more and more annoyed at me, and I just couldn't really do anything about it and put out the videos that I was so used to doing on that channel at such a high quality that would take me hours and hours to record and put together. I couldn't balance everything, unfortunately. Now I was getting floods of tweets every single day saying, where's your Pokemon Go videos? I love your Pokemon Go videos. And in all honesty, those tweets were just drowning out all the people that were saying, well, where's your Call of Duty videos? Like, it just didn't compare. And it was honestly the first time when I went to Call of Duty Championships and I met a lot of you guys that obviously watched me for my Call of Duty content, and you guys were like, where are your COD videos? And when are you going to start making COD videos again? That was when it really hit me, and you guys kept on coming up to me and saying it, that I was like, damn, like, I'm more used to being recognized at this point for Pokemon Go videos out and about than I am COD. But when I went to this COD event, I was like, I am a COD channel. Like, I have always been a COD channel. I need to go back to my roots and start putting more time into it. Now, the funny thing is, I didn't actually end up having enough time to do both of the things I wanted to do, COD and Pokemon. The only reason it worked out was because I actually ended up getting, and I've never said this before, I don't think I've ever announced it or told anyone, but we're being honest here, so I'll tell you guys. I brought an editor on board called Aaron. Aaron is editing this video right now, most likely, so everyone say hello to Aaron in the comment section. And he started editing my Pokemon Go videos for me. I remember sending him all the files one day and being like, you have a whole weekend to put this together for me. He put it together in a day and put it together just the same, if not better than I would. So I was like, well, this is what I need. This is giving me the time that I need to do both my channels and basically run both my jobs. So having an editor gave me back those 4 or 5 hours every day that I was losing editing the Pokemon Go videos, and finally gave me that like chance to breathe a little bit and be like, oh my god, I can actually make a Call of Duty video today. What is life? What am I gonna do? Like, am I gonna use the new DLC weapons? Like, that's one good example actually. Like, if new weapons came out on Black Ops 3, you knew that I was gonna be streaming some supply drop openings the day they came out, but I'd missed that a few times, and that was just so upsetting. Like, I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do for my main channel, but now that I'd got an editor, it all started to slowly fall back into place, which is amazing. Now, at this point, I'd say it was probably close to the release of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which, as we know, was a little bit of a flop, unfortunately. And mixing quite a few things together, the release of Infinite Warfare, a few algorithm changes on the YouTube website, which is basically how YouTube decides to share videos, and basically how we get a lot of our views on the website, and the fact that I hadn't uploaded a lot on this channel was like the 3 killer prong. Like, COD not being very good, me having left the channel for a few months and not uploaded consistently in a while, and then YouTube being like, actually, you're not going to get as many views as you want anyway normally. With all of these things in place, I came back to a channel that was almost like a shell of what it used to be, unfortunately. Oh my god, getting stuck, really? And that was hard, you know what I mean? Like, as I said, like, I was so happy with the fact that I'd managed to bring this channel to a point where it could get 1 million views per video. Like, I was so proud of that. And to come back and just not be able to do that, and it's still an upward struggle now. It is not the easiest thing in the world, but I'm making, like, many conscious efforts to try and reverse what has happened last year, and I still love Call of Duty. Like, hey, Black Ops 2 and back compat, I'm loving this. I'm not even playing with PS4 at the moment. I'm just booting up a 360 and playing with everyone that's on Black Ops 2 because it's just so much fun. I guess the big question is, if I could go back and do last year differently, would I? I'd say I wouldn't change how much time I put into Pokemon Go and the opportunities it gave me and the amount of traveling I got to do because of it, but I definitely would have gotten an editor earlier. That is the key thing. If you're a YouTuber out there struggling with time, struggling to make the videos you want, work on getting an editor. It is an absolute lifesaver. But you know what? I'm sad this channel didn't have as much content as I wanted it to last year. And as I said at the beginning of this video, I can only apologize for that. But what's going to be happening moving forward? Moving forward, we've got the excitingness of Call of Duty 2017 to look forward to, which is no doubt going to be better than Infinite Warfare, which is only good news, right? But it's not just COD we've got to look forward to. There's many big FPS games. There's Battlefront 2 coming out. Overwatch is huge right now. There's so many King of the Hill, Hunger Games style games on PCs that are popping off. There's many games I'm really excited to get my teeth into this year and just get back on the grind, baby, of this channel. I felt like I just wanted to sit down and tell you guys what exactly went down last year, and hopefully you guys can empathize with me even just a little bit. And as I said, like, I apologize that last year didn't go quite as smoothly as a lot of us would have wanted it to, because it was just such a crazy time. But as a little boy growing up playing a lot of Pokemon Go was that dream game that I'm so happy to have been around and to have gotten involved with on such a great scale when it was in its prime. It was absolutely crazy. I think, guys, that is all I've got to say, and hopefully my rambling has made sense. The main point is, moving forwards, big things are going to be happening. So excited for the next Call of Duty game, so excited for the rest of this year, and I still love you guys. That is the main thing. I still love you guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing rest of week, and I'll see you guys very soon on another video.